Good morning, everybody. Well, it's a cold winter's day here in Ontario. Minus 22 degrees Celsius this morning. But a beautiful light right now. We're experiencing a kind of a, well, the sky is, it's a gray. It's a very faint blue way up in the heavens. High cirrus, a layer of cirrus cloud. But it's not a thick layer. The sun is diffused, the light is diffused, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's almost like photographing the planet Earth through a softbox or a beauty dish. It's amazing this morning. Hey, Gary here. Gary's Painting Photography. Welcome to my channel. Gorgeous, gorgeous Simcoe County forest land. And today we're looking for a contrast in colors. The silver of the silver birch, the brown, the goldens, the reds of what once was the fall colors, which seemed or seems such a long time ago now, but it was only a couple of months ago. Wow. The greens of the evergreens, the greys and browns of the trees as they lie dormant over the winter months. Yeah, there certainly is a lot of contrast between the shades, between the colors. And that's exactly what we're looking for today. As we walk down this kind of winter hiking, snowmobile, skiing kind of path, to our left, it's a spruce tree, Christmas tree farm. People come here throughout the month of December and select their Christmas trees, which they purchase from the farmer, and then they cut down, take home, and enjoy their festive season. And to the right, it's the Foise Tract. The Foise Tract, Simcoe County forest land. And again, it's absolutely beautiful. Who knows? Maybe we'll see some deer this morning. We'll see. I doubt it. Wearing my snowshoes, I tend to make quite a bit of noise as I'm approaching the area. Okay, let's have a look around. Let's see what we can find here. Without snowshoes, it would be pretty much all but impossible to actually make any headway through this forest. The snow is deep, there's no doubt about that. Right now, we're following deer tracks. Right below me, the telltale prints, tracks of deer. Hard work making our way through this forest today, but it's so damn cold out. Man, it's cold. That the hard work is just helping to keep us warm. Beautiful, beautiful contrasting colors right ahead of me here. I really kind of like that. What can I see? Man, what a chaos. One thing about Canadian forest tends to be very, very full. Very thick, very chaotic. I am seeing the contrasting colors that I'm looking for, but with just so much going on, it's extremely difficult to come up with the composition. Behind me, right back here, beautiful, beautiful color. The tall, tall trees. Oh, I just love that. But what can I do with it? I cannot get. Well, let's try to move this way. Can we get? It's a little bit open here. Can we get a little bit of distance between us, tall, tall trees, and the color behind us? Just a little bit of distance. You know what? We might be able to. Let's just keep going here. Let's just keep going. Sometimes it's all about the composition. Well, it's always all about the composition. It's always about the light. But so many things, there's so many variables involved. Am I going to get? I'd like to be ahead of this tall tree right here. I'd like to be in front of that, so I have to come back this way slightly. Now, do I have a composition in here? Oh boy. Oh boy. Man, I don't know. Very, very difficult indeed. But if somehow I could incorporate the color, the brown of the smaller trees with the tall, tall trees kind of right behind, in which the color is embedded. Well, if we don't set up on a tripod, if we don't break out the camera, we won't know. Let's break out our Fujifilm X-T2. Let's just see what we can compose here. We are set up on the tripod. Our first composition. Now, we have color to the right. Right in here, we have color to the left. Right somewhere over here, maybe. And a whole lot of chaos in between, all around. We have green in the middle. You know what? Obviously, this particular image is not an image that's a portfolio class image, but there's a certain amount of interest. Being out here on this absolutely cold winter's day, but with beautiful, beautiful light. Not a breath of wind. Minus 22 degrees Celsius. My goodness. The sun diffused through the trees to my right. And I'm actually using this tree right in front of me just to block slightly any lens flare, even though I'm using the hood coming across the lens of the camera. Hey, we have 22 mil. We have an ISO of 200. It's giving me a 1/200th of a second. There is my first image of the day. Hey, you know what? I'm liking it, and I'm gonna spend a few minutes and I'm gonna play with this. As I've said, I realize, and I'm not trying to pretend or tell you that these are award-winning locations or image. It's not. Excuse my blurred speech sometimes today. It is cold out here. Huh. Anyhow, this winter has actually been pretty good. It's only this last couple of weeks we've started to get real cold. Before that, it's been very open. And this cold's going to last another week or so, and then it'll start to break again. We're under what they call a polar vortex, I believe it's called. So a lot of cold air from the Arctic is influencing Ontario right now. High pressure, but cold. It is bringing beautiful light with it, though. And as it transitions from that cold next week, back into somewhat milder, going from minus 20 to minus 4 or 5 degrees Celsius, that will then bring snow, so we'll have some beautiful fresh snow to photograph. But today, this is what we have. So we're going to play around just a little bit with this scene, because it really is pretty. Let's have a little fun with this today. Now, just to head on the trail, after we've just finished playing around for a while, but just ahead on the trail is a group of those tall trees just reaching up to the sky. We have changed lenses. We have gone with our Rokinon 12 mil, and we're just going to have a little bit more fun right through here, just by getting down low, shooting vertical, straight up the tree line. We've seen it all before, I know, but you know what? It is kind of fun. Like maybe right up there. So let me take you guys over here, and let me just stick you guys right into the snow there. You can see what's going on that way, hopefully. I'm going to go back. Yeah, maybe right in here. Okay, a little harder, a little more difficult with snowshoes, but whew, let's capture our image straight up. Better turn the camera on. Oops. Wow. Whoa. Hey. Whew. Man, cold. Okay. ISO 200 was giving me 1/1250th of a second, pointing straight up. Boom. Super bright. Lots of light up there. And as you can see, extremely difficult turning around sometimes and getting down and up wearing snowshoes. So big. I'm going to head back to that trail. I'm going to look at some silver birch that I saw there, and again with some of that contrasting color from the goldens, the browns, the reds, the greens. Won't be quite as chaotic. Let's go take a look. I'll show you what I mean. Wow. Right here, a beautiful row, silver birch. Contrasting colors. My, I love how the silver birch is just kind of leaning over the trail a little bit. It's beautiful. Okay, we have the tripod set up. We have no camera on there yet, but we will have shortly. Wow. It is pretty down there. Okay, let's get set back up on the tripod again with our Fujifilm X-T2, probably our 18 to 55 mil, I think. And let's just take a look at a composition. You know what? I think I'm just way too close here. Let's just pick this camera up and let's just back off a long way back. Okay. Let's go back down this trail a ways, which is way too close. It just did not feel right. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we're coming up with. Oh, maybe a little closer to the left, but further away. Let's see if we can make a composition here. I think this position is a little better for this first shot. So again, ISO 200. A focal length of, what do we have? Well, we have a focal length of 24 mil. Hey, 24 mil was supposed to be the perfect focal length, but I don't know. 24 mil is what we've got. Let me just take a little look. Sorry about wiggling you guys around there, but I'm trying to manage my gloves at the same time because these hands are just getting terribly cold now. And I apologize about wiggling everybody around. Okay, let me just see what we have overall. Okay, so we have, okay, sorry about that, ISO 200 f8. Grab that shot at 24 mil. Now, I'm just going to go wow. I do like this composition in a way of it. Let's just go down a little bit. Let's just gather a little bit more information here. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. Whew. I'm going to take a few more minutes just to play around here a little bit and see if I can get a straight on composition for maybe somewhere over there, kind of within those Christmas trees. We can only spend a certain amount of time here. Not that time's an essence today. It isn't, or a concern, but the temperature is, my fingers are absolutely... Well, that sounded like a train going through there. There is a train line about, just a quarter of a mile away at the other side of that forest. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm going to play around with this composition just a little bit more, then we're going to head back to the vehicle. We're going to get warmed up and we're going to head back to the studio. We're going to make some hot coffee, maybe even a hot chocolate. Going to load this information into Lightroom and we're going to see what we can get. Thank you for joining me today. Let's sit back with that hot chocolate or coffee or your hot beverage of choice, maybe a couple of cookies. Let's enjoy some images. Gary here, Gary Clayton Photography. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I can use all the subscribers I can get. We will talk to you next time. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.